The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Purdy going to the air right away. And that is incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Purdy now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. On 1st and 10, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line. Throwing, Young. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. And look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action, now Purdy. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Here's Purdy. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Young. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their time.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll buy some time right. And it's a Packers touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Check Fury. Ready.
Here is Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Purdy looking to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out, and the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. A another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Purdy now to throw off the play action. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this deep.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, Young. He finds his man complete. That's Blake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Panthers.
What are you guys doing? Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow, go.
Young now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Fields. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Young going to move him around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now here's Young. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 11. Now Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. Purdy to throw it on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Back to throw, Purdy. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Purdy now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. David Njoku from a yard out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Packers 42, Panthers 8.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first they have to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Here's a diving catch right side. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he goes out right around the 39. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. Young's going to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Still going inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. It fights him off. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh. But
now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. On first down, Purdy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Here's Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Purdy. That is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Young on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw again. Young. Eluding the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. Certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Amari Barno able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though that's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action. Young. It looks like a loss of line there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of his end zone, Young. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throws are going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
52 blaster. 6 mega. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oakland.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Oakley. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Oakley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a give right side. Oakley. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side. Oakley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. And, my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level.